Hello, everyone, and welcome back to JPL News. Today, it was announced by Disney that they'll be having a brand new Star Wars animated show called The Bad Batch. Now, I'm a big Clone Wars fan myself. I grew up watching the show. It's my favorite thing in general. I got some memorabilia. My blanket is from the Clone Wars. I still got some of the action figures. And when I found out that the Clone Wars was going to be coming back 2 years ago, man, I nearly wept about that. It was fantastic to hear it. And of course, the show came out earlier this year in February and was fantastic. But what the surprise is today is that today Disney Plus ordered its next animated series from Lucasfilm, Star Wars The Bad Batch. Fresh off of the critically acclaimed series finale of Star Wars The Clone Wars, Disney Plus original series will premiere on the streaming service in 2021. Which is a surprise, because The Bad Batch is not my first thought when thinking of content for a new TV show. I think most everyone, when thinking for a new animated show, they were thinking for a sequel to Star Wars Rebels to find out what's going on there. Possibly even more to do during the Resistance time period. So they announced the Bad Batch, which is cool. I think everyone's response to this is just, okay, that's pretty neat. I don't think anyone's really energetically excited about this news. Like, I'm excited to hear and see more of the Bad Batch. I enjoyed them. They're not my favorite set of clone troopers, but I enjoyed them nonetheless. But we're getting a whole show with them, and I don't know exactly what it's going to be like. The series will follow the elite experimental soldiers as they find their way in a rapidly changing galaxy in the immediate aftermath of the Clone War. So this is going to take place afterwards. These clones will be more mercenary types going on missions, trying to figure out their new purpose in life. Hopefully we'll find out whether or not they take part of Order 66. Hopefully we get to see some more Echo in this. But, it would be good to have some more D. Bradley Baker. So yeah, this show is going to be back on Disney Plus in 2021. If I'm going to make a guess of when, I'm going to be hopeful and say sometime in May. I think that's maybe too soon. Best case scenario would be in May. But normal scenario is that it might likely take the place of The Mandalorian and be released in November. If it were to come out in February, man, that would be fantastic. I mean, sooner the better, am I right? So yeah, with that, I'm slightly gonna be optimistic, cautiously optimistic about this, because we don't yet know what the animation and art style is gonna be. I really hope that it's gonna be in the same art style as the Clone Wars. Because Clone Wars is a fantastic art style. It's very appealing. Unlike other Star Wars related shows. But with that, if they do choose a new art style, I hope it's a good one. I hope it's not one that doesn't bode well with 3D animation like Rebels. And I hope it's not a really cheap one like The Resistance. But anyway, we also have news about this show and who's in charge of it. But it looks like it's going to be executive produced by Dave Filoni, which, of course, Dave Filoni. It does not say that he's the director of this, which means, I don't know. We're going to have Athena Portillo, Brad Raoul, and Jennifer Corbett. I don't know what she's going to be doing, but we have Carrie Back as co-executive producer. So we have multiple executive producers. Okay. And then Josh Rhimes as producer. Okay. And so it's also going to be saying Raul is also serving as director with Corbett as head writer. Now, the director, Raul, is he's the director for Rebels and Resistance. That's got me slightly nervous because, to be honest, I don't particularly like those shows. Resistance, especially, it's not a good show. And I think it's the same thing with Corbett. If I'm gonna be honest, like, what's Corbett? Carrie Corbett was in Rebels and The Mandalorian. So, sorry, no, that's Beck. Going back, let me backtrack here. Yeah, Corbett is Resistance and NCIS. The fact that their only Star Wars content is Resistance does get me nervous because Resistance is a pretty bad show. So hopefully they they step up their game. They're not set on limitations. This is a series for Disney Plus, so hopefully they'll get more. They'll have less restrictions to work with. But you know what? This is all fun. This is semi exciting. We're getting a new Star Wars TV show animated. It's the Bad Batch. I like those characters. I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully it's good. But yeah, that's today's news.